Dreamliner. Bye. That's it? Hi. There it is. 12X King is indeed a name. It's the very first touch! All right. Wow, he almost spawned right into it. Do you know what his butter is now? Dreamliner, if you ask one more time about Butterflight or Butterglide or whatever it is, I'm banning you again. Let it go, dude. Hey, Proston. Okay, well, we both had sad ones. I'm also getting used to the ominous again. I guess the car was a bit more thinner. I thought I had that corner hit. Dream of the new legend? It might be. You got the job? Yep. Yeah, we're game. Oh my god! I was really ready for Panda to touch that. Okay, well. Especially since that last touch wasn't even an air dribble. Like, all he had to do was wait for that. He says, I didn't even know, bro, my bad. Panda's literally just shaking his head, being like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Oh my god. All right, now there's his chance to redeem himself. He got a reset? He did not have a reset. This is a weird, this might be the worst 2's game I've ever played in my life. Congrats, Taco, thanks, Preston. How you doing? We gotta ask Skugga how his certification test, because he was also taking a personal privates license test. I'm disappearing a stack of homework. How do you still have, oh wait. I'm forgetting like college students are done in May, but everyone else is done like June. Catch flick. All right, we're just gonna throw that just because I don't want to reset to get it. Alrighty. No, that's why. I don't know why you need to jump into that. Already? Nice, little musty. Panda, scare me, dude. Scare me. Catch flick. Flick. Bad. Not a bad idea, though. Bang. Cool. I got Mayday? What the heck is Mayday? Tongue, Sahur. Sure. Why not? We got Field Day tomorrow. Oh, man, I remember Field Day. We didn't have those in high school, though, or middle school, even. Field Day was fun, though. What's the hat say? This is actually a Spuda hat, if you guys have ever seen that. It just says hype. It is with a chef's hat. Spood hype. It's one of his emotes. It's fine. Okay, that's fine. I was about to say, I'm like, he doesn't have like a great flick on that. Yeah, sorry, Panda. I didn't expect you to miss. Panda, catch. Nice. Okay, that works. Clippy, what's up? This is an ugly Tuesday game, I'm not gonna lie. Nice. Okay, that's how you should post to defend that. First guy goes, forces the other guy to take a heavy touch, and then the second guy makes a save. Good job, Panda. Catch. I didn't catch, it's fine. Good air dribble. He's got a little bonked. I'm gonna let him chase that. We're gonna get a soft touch just because it keeps the ball inside, also allows me to step in. And he misses that, which means I dunk, which means teammate scores? 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 Oh god. If he spiked it into him and that got saved, I would have literally left the game. I have beef with Nightbot. No, Nightbot has beef with you. Because I have beef with you. Remember D1 Prods? That's me. I do remember D1 Prods. Hello. Alright, they're doing Spanish kickoffs, so these guys are the filthiest of tryhards. Uh-oh. Score, 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 score. That's what I'm saying. A red brick. Sub goal? What's big and red and bad for your teeth? A red brick. That is true. I would not recommend biting a brick. Been there. Done that, you know? All right, that should be fine. Just don't dive in too early. Perfect. I really thought you were bumping him. My bad. I should have just defended that more carefully. It's fine. All right. I tried to approach that at an angle specifically because I was thinking they would try to Spanish. Good job, Panda. Good job, Panda. Go. Excellent victory. Dreamliner, if you paid attention to what Nightbot actually tells you, you wouldn't get banned over and over. Because it's literally like, hey, don't do exactly this, and then you do it again, and it's like, it's telling you like what not to do. Just did work on chat. Sometimes it needs to. Preston and Dreamliner, they need to learn. Nightbot is not arbitrarily timing you out. It's because you're doing specific things it's telling you not to. A bigger brick. Honestly, it does make sense, Clippy. I can't argue with your logic. I don't think he's getting there. Nope. Didn't realize he went for that. Follow-up question. Why are you going for this? Oh, he didn't. He just recovered horribly. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. He jumped off the wall and then didn't wave dash to recover and then went to the corner instead, despite the fact that that was going right down the middle. I don't understand this new age of twos mains. What? Ooh, I'm tempted to forfeit. This guy is not understanding the vibe. And then he rotates all the way out. What are you doing? It's like you don't get it. It's like you don't get it. Where else is this gonna go? Why are you going to this side? Man, I have a lot of questions about this guy. I have a lot of questions. All right, I mean, that's fair. Whatever, you can't see me. I'm just gonna leave that because they're gonna beat me anyway. Ah, still not enough, sad. What's up, man? How you doing? Zealix, howdy. Doing well. We got our job. We just did a bunch of onboarding stuff today. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I was not prepared super well for that. Oh, I made his mistake. Wait, hold on. I have to see this again. I thought he was landing with the ball. All right, GG. First 2 goals, his fault. I did exactly what he did. I just thought he landed differently. So fun fact, you don't actually turn for that play. Man, these people. And that's why we don't play twos. This B-737 is one of the best selling aircraft. Dreamliner, I'm glad you enjoy airplanes that much. Hopefully you become a pilot there. I will warn you, if your whole bit is just talking about airplanes the whole time, I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy that. Hi from India. Hello, Rishu. I think I need therapy or just some more whiskey. I can't seem to understand how you do this to me. You've been running in circles inside my head. So I don't know if I want to commit to the Dominus right now. We are not warmed up. I took a caffeine pill and I was ready to stream, and then my job was like, hey, we got some onboarding stuff for you to do. And the thing is, they all had to like call me for it because apparently the system that they need me to sign up for this like certification course I have to take was freaking like super freaking glitched. And they were like, oh, we sent you an email. And then after like 30 minutes, I didn't get it. And they're like, hey, why didn't you sign up yet? I was like, because it's not in my inbox. Like, yeah, it is. We sent it. I'm like, it's not. And then I asked them to send it again, and then it worked. And then I told them, and they were just like, huh. And then they tried to register me for courses, and it didn't work because the server went down. And I'm just like, dude, like, this is glitchy, dude. What job? I'm working basically in tech sales, more or less. Account executive, basically. Fantastic start to the job, yeah. Turret, speaking of fantastic things, did you see my DM'd you on Steam? It's kind of on the DL, but I wanted to let you know in case people haven't talked to you about it. Because I think we've kind of talked about it before, but the situation is all changed. Yeah, it's not really my job's fault. It's more like the one of their main partners that they use to like the stuff I'm going to be selling. Their website was just like working. So it wasn't actually like the people I'm working with's fault. They were actually very easy to work with and they were very understanding or whatever. It was just the other company that was being a little stupid. Just saw it, be looking into it a bit. Yeah, I mean, you'll probably get a DM from someone else, like a current person. But yeah, I figured it's on your radar because that's like a great opportunity if you're already there. Do you see the Blackhawk crash? No, I don't look at any airplane crash videos. All right, classic early evening things. Don't want to play twos, so I go to threes, and then threes is just like, sorry, no games. I'm not even high anymore. Literally, I fell from 1800 to 1750. Kyle. Wow, your $5 blessed our queue. Thank you, Kyle. Anytime my hair is disgusting and I don't like it and I didn't feel like taking a shower, I wear the hat. Choose like 1550. Yeah, twos at that level is just irritating because everyone you're playing against seems to be pretty good, but I swear, like, half of all my twos teammates, I don't think they know how to aerial. Or, like, they just do like that last game where the guy's playing fast, but he's just going into no man's land for no reason, getting beaten over the top, and then it's just continuously us getting scored on over and over and over. And I'm like, why have you not learned your lesson? Like, this is like a basics of Rocket League type situation that you're dealing with right now. $1,602s. No, I mean, that's literally what I'm dealing with. I'm sitting at like 1690. And anytime I try to get a little higher up, it's either like I'm playing against like the goatiest of players, or it's like my teammate, I don't know if they have thumbs. I swear, like, people not playing Rocket League as much or something in higher levels because they're taking breaks or they're moving different games or they just like burn out or whatever. I swear the ranked is like adjusting by like supplanting everyone else. Because with fewer people in the queues, like higher level people, that means the lobbies are lower skill, which then means, like, I think eventually lower level players will take their spot. And I think that's honestly my theory on why ranked has gotten so much worse, because it's players getting ranked up because there's fewer players in the ladder, not so much because their skill actually deserves that level of, you know, rank, if that makes sense. Because that's at least the pattern I keep seeing. Is I'm noticing every season it feels like I'm not actually playing against good players anymore. I'm playing against like pretty good players. Like players that are like, yeah, you're technically hitting those aerials and you're technically doing most things that you need to do in this rank, but you're also making the stupidest decisions I've ever seen, and also occasionally just straight up biffing something that probably a diamond should be able to handle. Which makes these games very difficult because it's like, hey, if I am seeing an aerial that is very easy to make and you're whiffing it, that's going to affect my rotation because I'm not going to predict you whiffing that, especially maybe if I was like a diamond player or plat player, I would expect whiffs. But like in this rank, I don't really expect you to just not touch a ball that's floating right at you. That's a pinch. Didn't have enough boost to aerial earlier. Wow, I tried to protect the 50 on the outside. Okay. No, one more bump me. Okay. Should have time to get that. Put honey in kids' cupcakes? I'm sorry, what? Okay, that works. Trying to save our boost. I'm just gonna grab, no, just kidding. That guy grabbed it on the recovery, sad. Unfortunately, there's cat hair inside this chat I'm wearing, so it's kind of itchy around the brim. Okay. It's an open shot for Amor. Almost slotted it. Man, I don't know how I got above him, and he's still 50 above me. Maybe I only got a mid with him. Okay. Whoa. Coward. I won the game and went down in rank after winning the last game. You might have left too early on. And they just didn't gain back enough to rank back up, so the game registered it as like, oh. Because that happens with Bacchus sometimes. Yeah, you like win a game and it'll be like, you're actually negative for that game. It's fine. Hello, TB. It's kind of risky to go for that just in case, but tried to slot that one. Was going to be pretty easy for Polar Bear, but either way. Third time's a charm? Nope. That went right through my car? What the hell? I almost said phone for some reason. You got a turn, Timmy? Okay, cool. Dude, where's all these hundreds going? No faith. Okay. I didn't want to hit on the wall because I thought the other guy's amps is going to be on the wall. All right, good overtime. I like it, Temmie. Wow, those guys actually zoomed in. What the? Okay, I'm yes. That's like I think we caused enough confusion that it's probably fine. That was a weird one. All right, cool. Gamers, good bump. Hi, you stream really well. I'd love to become a dedicated fan and support you. Mind adding me on Discord? Wow, I've never heard of you. I'm not adding you on anything. What the heck kind of chat is that? Prove to me it's real. Donate me $500 right now. That's how true fans dedicate themselves. Wow, you stream really well. I'm gonna become a dedicated fan. Okay, cool. $500 to me right now. Non-refundable. I'm not trying to tell you how to spam streamers, but at the very least, give me something enticing. I don't care if you're a dedicated fan. I care that you're gonna do something, you know? I would like to donate big sum money. Add me on Discord at definitely not scammer /games. Okay, we got one game in threes, and now we're done again, I guess. It's gonna give one game an hour. That's, I think, the general rule. Why does my car feel so janky right now? Everything's itchy. I'm so irritated. Bonk. No. Are you? I'm doing all right. I'm feeling a little off in terms of my car control right now, but other than that, we're chilling. We had a productive day, getting some editing done for the contract gig I'm working with. My job is giving me onboarding and trainings and whatnot and certifications I gotta pass, so. Oh, Riyadh, that's a St. Clair player. How are you been, TB? No, went too far past on my scoop. Oof. I meant to get over to the side of it and flick it to the side. I was having to grab that so I could get a double. Mincy, leave it. I don't know if I'm cutting Mincy at all. It feels like he's like right behind a lot of my reads, so I gotta maybe stop cutting in front of him. Just so used to like people in this rank being a little slower. Pass back. Hey, Big Mac. Mincy's goat. Hello, great pass. He is a goat. That actually might be in. Yep. That's mine. Hell yeah! I've been okay for the most pass. I'm just trying to finish the school year because everyone's gone insane at this point. That is accurate. People have gone insane. Having state esports in 2 days, I need to improve ASAP. It's in 2s. State esports. I would say if you're trying to improve as a Diamond 3, you need to work on playing off the wall better. So literally stuff like this. Like learn how to actually get your contacts in. Not exactly like that, but, you know. Being able to get close to the wall like that and play off is a huge aspect of twos for sure. Good outlet by that guy. Then beyond that, fast aerials are super important. Faking. 50. That's a little dangerous. Should be fine. Ivan, open net. Overcomplicating that a bit. Couldn't catch up to that. And they're grabbing even all the pads. He's gonna beat me. I did not think his recovery was that good. Mincy's gonna beat it over the top. No, he's not. Okay, they missed. We're just gonna get the high flick, buy us some time. Riyadh shouldn't have this boost. Nice. A demo, gotta get straight back because our second guy is up. And then we're gonna cut that inside. Never mind, Bailey did not think I was gonna hit it to the sideline. I thought that was kind of the intended disguised play. I love the idea there, Ivan, I'm sorry. Mincy, catch. And take 50. That works. Mincy should be more than fine getting that. That's a low hit, but it actually works better. Problem. I knew Ivan was behind me. I kind of wish you... I wish you left that alone. I wasn't sure if he was leaving it or not. Okay, Ivan should have that again. Nice. And I was a little too wide. I thought he was hit a little bit more in the middle. That was a good pass by him. If I was more ready, that would have been a goal. Okay, gonna steal that boost. Ivan, get a touch. Nice. And solo play. Good pre-jump by Bailey. Yeah, halfway through, I was like, actually, Mincy on the sideline. I was like, I don't want to full commit to that flick. It's not gonna work out well. That's not good. I gotta avoid that demo. That's fine. 50. I can't get to that wall. Play the backward. Okay, they're gonna lob it on the sidewall if anything. And then I get to Mincy. Nice. Bang. Easy. Easy money! Okay, cool. I gotta check my DMs real quick. Someone is texting me. Sounds good, TB. Catch you on the flip-flop. No, just one. I have to turn off my lock screen. I don't know about you guys, but I never lock my screen unless I go out into like a public event. I hate having to unlock my screen every single time I turn on my phone. I feel like I'm a fidgety person. I just turn on, off, on, off, on, off a lot, and that's probably why. I typed ooh to no one. That's really embarrassing. Mincy said, I love you, and then left, and I was like, aw. Might have gotten a job offer in the fall for some gigs. I didn't even notice that. Yo, Mincy's the goat. Sure, we doggy. Doubt. Cap. Damn. Just insane hate on our boy Mincy. Mincy's always a very solid teammate to have. I'm always fine to get him on my team. Oh, I think that's Hezzy. He didn't join. All right. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Moving on. Big dub. Big dub indeed. Temi and Amorfati are... I find every time I put them, we get one game, typically in overtime, where it's really fun, back and forth, everyone's playing well, and then the rest of the night, I cannot play with them at all. I don't know what it is. We get like one really solid game in, and then after that, everything goes out the window. I'm hoping that did not happen this time, because last game was our, oh, okay, this is a good game from Ev1. Oof. Yeah, I don't know about you, Mincy, but Three's Q's just ain't popping. I've never seen a playlist this dead in my entire life. It's like literally everyone and their mother migrated to twos. I read the description, bro. Never had a doubt. Thank you, Rath. Yeah, we're excited. I start in just over a week and a half. So until then, I'm just going to be doing trainings and whatnot so I can hit the ground running a bit. Get that bread. That's the goal. I just got to get through my 90-day probationary period, which means I have to pass all the different trainings for different courses and whatnot, and certification courses, and not, I don't know, destroy my entire credibility with the company in 90 days. Then my salary doubles, and then we're vibing, you know? Then we'd be actually, like, going crazy. Pair you against in gold. That's the extra added challenge, Kyle. They're like, are you truly ready to carry? Oh, terrible touch. Okay. This is not a fun game so far. We're playing against full party? We are. Not a good touch by him. Touch ball across, go for demo. Touch ball across, go for demo. Touch ball across, go for demo. I wonder how long they're gonna keep that up. I guess as long as it keeps working is probably the answer. You're a smart fella, you got it. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I was talking to a woman in accounting, and apparently she also had to take this certification course in order to work in this like industry. And she was like, I'm not tech savvy. It was really hard for me, and pretty much everyone else says those tests are pretty hard, but like she's like, I was able to pass it my first time, so hopefully that means you'll be able to pass it very easily. I'm like, all right, cool. That would be sounding great if I could get it out of the way quickly. They did say it is like actually low-key like pretty difficult compared to the other stuff. So I'm like, if I can get done this one, then I'm gonna be chilling. Just gotta take my notes, you know? Oh, hello. I can't carry Kyle. What are you talking about? You're a strong man. You're jacked. You're as cracked as you are jacked. Man, I love it when you only can go for demos and do nothing else. I don't even mind people who demo. It's not like, I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, low skill. It's literally just like, buddy, like you need to prove to me that you can do anything else in this game. like the only thing you've done is just go for bumps on me every single time I'm near you. I just don't respect people who hard commit to it. I think things like that Reynolds do is like telling, because he does it positionally and he's very good at timing when to go for him and the angles he takes to go for it. How is that a double commit? You're literally in comms. Okay, cool, very fun. Oh, they were rotating the exact same way. That's pretty sad. Guess who's back? I don't know who you are, so I guess it's you? Did you change your username, perhaps? Oh? Oh, okay. Hey, Monkey! I am doing well. We got a job starting in a week and a half. Gonna be making bread. And then part one of the Taco slowly paying off all his debt and then living a much more comfortable lifestyle engages into overdrive. And hopefully if we're really good at the sales job, we can start cleaning up sales and pulling in real big boy money. The F word? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna ask which one. Yeah, you don't have to put it in PFP. I'm not going to remember you regardless. Nice pass. Not the best accuracy, but I'm like, I just want to put this under the bar. Okay. Don't. Okay, you know what, that's fine. That's the problem with how these guys are playing. I don't know why all three of us are on that 50. I don't know how he wins that 50. I'm sick again? Why? Why would you ever be sick? Why would you choose to be sick? That's a skill issue. Thought you were wearing a Twisted Minds hat for a bit? Oh man, I wish. Twisted Minds is pretty cool merch. From what I could assume. I like the colors. I'm going to an FC Dallas game this weekend. And I was going to be like, with my girl, and she was like, she was like, I don't know what to wear. And I was like, it's okay. We'll get you FC Dallas jerseys at the stadium. And I went to their shop, $100. And I'm just like, God, I keep forgetting pro jerseys are so freaking expensive. Like some of the best esport merch I've ever owned have been from esport orgs that literally sell them for like 40 to 60 bucks. And I'm just like, you're telling me I have to frickin' spend $100 for a singular jersey? Like, I understand jerseys are not like cheap, but $100 for like a pretty generic jersey, I was like, The stadium a couple of years ago, that's what I'm saying though. I gotta befriend the FC Dallas people, get the inside coupon. Maybe Maybe I know someone at FC Dallas. I could have sworn someone was doing work for them, and I'm like, hopefully they have like an employee discount or whatever. Exiled, you're better than that. The worst ones are like the Fanatics jerseys for like NFL or whatever, or like baseball. That stuff is crazy. It's like, oh, you want to, especially since, in my honest opinion, yes, half the reason baseball jerseys are what they are is because they're like hand-stitched, really nice like jerseys. They're not like polyester or some artificial thing. But, well, not hand-stitched, but you know what I mean. Like, it's like good quality fabric or whatever. But they're like average now, and it's like, oh, you want this like Yankees jersey? All right, cool. It's like $217. And you're like, in what world is this ever this much? Yeah, replica jerseys from afar aren't that big of a deal. I literally try to do this scammy way of just searching FC Dallas jerseys online. Honestly, I kind of wanted to just buy like a throwback one. I think that would go kind of hard. I don't need the model year thing. Also, they're sponsored by UT Southwestern, which my girlfriend's not a fan of that hospital system, so she was part of like, I don't really want to support a jersey with that sponsor. I'm like, all right, so maybe we should go for an older one. I don't know what their old sponsor used to be. Oof. No, ooh, double oof. Why are you both going? Okay, we're good. All right, let's just reset the rotation. This is an ugly game. These guys are nailing the doubles, though. Jeez. Hospital sponsoring sports is wild. I mean, it's fine. It's the UT Hospital, UT Southwestern Hospital system, but it's like, she just doesn't like that system because apparently she applied to jobs before there and they were like really underpaying her and whatnot. It was basically the equivalent of like hiring a job that you should be paying like probably $25, $30 an hour, and they were like, hey, we're gonna pay you 15, which I've been intimately familiar with within that system. That was my job for many years at University of Arizona. Because I get there's public, it's like a public place, but like with like taxpayer money funding those jobs. But it's still really irritating when you're like doing like an 80-hour a week job, and they're like, so we're gonna pay you like entry level. Okay. Download in a month when the new season drops. Sounds good, Cal. Close one. Okay, I was like, as long as he doesn't hit down the middle, that's fine. Ducky. That's not good. Not gonna lie, Exiled, when you were going across, I was like, ah, it's fine, you'll go on the backboard. And then you didn't, so I was like, oh. Because the last second I noticed you were on zero. Because I saw him go in, but I think he's trying to dodge me, not go to the wall, so that's a rough one. Anyway, didn't get on the wall in time. Kind of sold that goal, either way. All right, why did I try to go up on that? This question science can't answer. What a shot. G Exiled is locked in, dude. He gave up one goal, and ever since then, he's just like hitting everything. That's not look like a good shot, but he's coming from the outside to the inside, hitting that back post with pace. That's not easy to do. Neon hoodie guy. It doesn't matter, Cheng. I do not know who you are, and I will not remember you. Yep, you're not. But just focus on not saying bad words in chat. How about that? Oh. Nice. Cool. You mute game audio? Oh, I was. Thank you guys for not noticing at all. How many people are coming to stream? Like, why is he playing with only music and a mic? What's going on? Yeah, thank you, Shaq. I was, in fact, recording something last night. Forgot to unmute. I was trying to listen to something else while I was recording something that didn't need sound in the game. Nice. Over. That's not how you cheat up. But against Daniel. I deserve a raise for that, no? I'll think about it. In your next quarterly review. Hey, JSL. Sorry, I didn't ego you. I just see a white name in chat, and if I see a white name, I just assume it's Shaq. His name is Blue. Not on my chat. But white. Ignore that really messy desktop, by the way. Maybe just like my chat app thing. It displays pretty much everyone accurately. I don't know why it would be blue for him. I just want threes games. Give me threes games. I especially want threes because I'm feeling really off today on the sticks. Everything feels a little off right now. I think honestly it's because I ate my food and then I had my caffeine pill and I was ready to go for the stream, and then as soon as I started to go, I got emails and calls from my work and been like, hey, can you hop on a Teams call real quick? Hey, can you do this real quick? Hey, can you do that real quick? And I'm just like, okay. And then 90 minutes later, I was able to actually start stream. So I didn't worry warm up as much as I guess I was going to. Damn, I even tried to hit it across. This is the CRL Boomer team right now we're playing against. Ooh, didn't think he'd immediately click that. Figured Exiled might have a better read on that one. I probably should have said all yours or something. Should bounce a little bit weirder. Get back there. Exiled into ceiling. Ducky. Ducky. Exiled does not. Oh, that's a. Never mind. Okay, wow. I don't know how that works. I don't even think we get that goal. Yeah. A little heavier than a pinch. Hello, Per. Okay, Dalton plays her back in. Wait, I ran out of boost? What? That's unfortunate. Okay. That's actually an incredibly good pre-jump by him. Are they getting both starved like crazy? Why is it like every time I look up and I see Decky or Exiled, they're on like 10 boost? I think they're just padding like way too aggressively. They're like trying to stay away from the corners, but then no one else is taking them, so they're just sitting there. Because every time I look at the corner, I'm like, they're open for me. So that's rough, thank you. Do we have a third? Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, where is this? It was inside the goal. Could not see. Nice, Exiled. Nice sanguinity. It's going all right. Just had to take care of a lot of stuff for my job before he hopped on stream. Kind of cooled us down, but it's all right. We're back. I should just gone to the mid boost. Low-key, I was like, if they're that high and I have no power, I'm gonna shoot it low and hope for the best. That would have gone really hard as a pass. Yeah, I can't get that from Fort. Ooh, awesome. Job hasn't started yet, but we have a job, and that's what matters. We'll start it by the end of the month. I was doing so much for them right now that actually one of the accounting people was like, oh, I didn't realize you didn't start yet. I was like, no, I'm literally just vibing. Take care of stuff so I don't have to do it on the first days. It's mostly onboarding stuff, but... Just trying to extra high lob on that one. No, I didn't mean to double that. Honestly, halfway through, I was going to spike that more middle for Ducky, but that didn't work out. Oh, I was going to pass that Ducky. I didn't expect him to have 100 boost and then drive across. Okay, Ducky. Nice reset. Made him pre-jump. Sad. Okay, just try to hit that away from the center. That's all that matters. No, dude, if I trusted he would catch that, I thought he was gonna put that more out. So I was like, oh, okay, I can get that. I'm gonna have to control that. That's fine. I was like, I'm trusting he's going for a 50. Really spread out, I don't like that. He's gonna beat me, yeah. Not the best pass though. Alright, teammate should have that. Oh, he did. He decided to go hit back. That's fine. Right, Ducky, just flip into it. Nice. Good catch. Good spawn for me. Alright, Exiled can get that first. Sluffy, don't turn. Thank you, Ducky. You got that. 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 Keep middle, actually. That would have gone really hard if it went middle. I think we're a little too scared to go for passes right now, from what I can tell from my teammates. Ducky might get beat there. Never mind. Nice shot, Exiled. Nice shot, Exiled. GG, dude. Heck yeah. See, we did it. Why does everyone keep saying said hi? Is this like a bot thing going on? I've noticed a lot of people started to do that. It's like the go-to YouTuber bot thing. It's actually such a spammy thing that lately that it's like I think my chat app just like filters it out because I do not read it at all when people type that in. It's a clickable option. Oh, is it? Okay, that makes a lot more sense because it's not coming through as an actual chat. What rank is this? It is a Grand Champ 3. Nice save, Stewie. No. Man, I'm surprised he was able to get that cut hard enough. Oh, I finger slipped right off the left stick at the end of that flip. Okay. Trying to fend away people chasing the ball. That works. Do a really good touch, really good dunk. Close one. I should be able to get that first. Did not realize that was open. Okay, I was just trying to lob it across. Keep it in their half. I can get that. Teammate, don't turn. Thank you. You can get that save. You cannot. You flick? No. Stupid! Don't turn, buddy. They don't have a touch. Oh, that should be a goal. Buddy, you can't be rushing that. 50. I think he doesn't have that. Okay. He's probably getting bumped if he doesn't take this 50. He does. Good job, teammate. Keep going. You don't need any boost. It's fine. Just stay near it. Stewie, flip that, maybe. Hey, Connor, I'm doing all right. What you been up to? All right, teammate, take that off me. Not a huge fan of that catch. I don't know if Gold got that corner. That's why I'm a little scared. He's gonna bump my teammate. Nice dribble bump. Close one. Close one. Close one. Teammate, do not turn. Do not turn. Just get that goal. All right, cool. That's safe. Excellent. Sure. I'm just always scared about teammates turning from the sideline because I'm like, I don't think that's a shootable option from him, but I'm like, he might just go for it anyway, so gotta be careful with this rank. People want the wins, but sometimes they always think that they are the ones that have to generate all the chances. Creates a weird situation. Missed. No, thank you. He was like, wee. I mean, it's not necessarily we. It's just like sometimes, like this TK Zanny or whatever this guy's name is. He's making me just a little nervous because he's a little too carefree with like what they're turning for, and because of that, it makes me nervous. Like on that last one where the ball lobbed, I saw him turn around, and I was like, I don't know why you're turning when you don't have a read. You know, like if you can't participate in the play, you should not be rotating forward. Like period. All right, try to hit that in open space. Let's give us a little time. You're not hitting that double, at least not the way you want to. That's fine. Hit to the side. That's not an easy bounce. Ugh, the bump. I'm just gonna rush this. I was like, it's gonna be a light touch. He actually got the only kind of screw up touch that actually works though. I have testicular torsion. Been there, buddy. Rough. Probably a bit of time better. I mean, these players are good. They're just like at the same time making decisions every once in a while. It's like that's what makes 1700 so difficult to actually get through to 1800. Is like you're playing with players that will miss stuff like this. Stewie, please, thank you. I'm like that is wide open. You cannot miss. Stewie, playing anytime. That's not what I mean. Why are you crashing? He has no save! God, these people, dude. These people. Like, that always bothers me when it's like, if I'm hitting a ball and a guy's falling on the read and he has nothing to do with it, do not crash it. Just let him clear it to you and then you send it right back. That's the way you build pressure. That's the way you score. You don't just go assuming he's gonna miss everything and then go as hard as possible into the next one. Sometimes that's appropriate, but that's only when like you know they have like a decent clear. If you know he's not gonna be able to have any power on it, it's like, what are we preventing here? Again, I'm about to take a 50. I don't know why you're trying to help me out. Now it's just a double commit, and now our only guy back has to make that save. I disagree with that read. Stewie, please get a touch. Thank you. Ooh. Yes, Rob. All right, well, I got to pass the first guy. That's all that matters. Bonk. No bonk. Okay. I don't want to go off the ceiling for this, so I'm just not going to. Bang. Ooh, good save. Or at least block. Why? Okay, that's not a bad turn. It's just one of those things where it's like, I just wish you were... No! No! You didn't even get bumped. You just missed. God, I despise playing with duos so much, dude. It was too late to it anyway. 1-on-3's tournament? I don't know who you are, so no. I should have stayed to see what the Mamar of my teammates were. I was actually genuinely fascinated by that. I'm Parzival. That's cool. I don't know who you are. I don't play with you. Hey, it's Nightbear. If I don't know who you are, I don't play with you. Fellow YouTuber Nightbear. Hopefully he's doing well. Why is Nightbear in a Merc? There's no way of knowing. Oh, I needed you to hit that sideline. Dean Streamer, high energy. He's a good kid. Good dude. Very much in category of bad mic reaction streamer, like mechanical reaction streamer. Him, Nightbear, J-Dukes, whatever, a lot of those guys, I put them in a similar vein of creator. Bang. Friends of Axtos, I do not know you, Parzival. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna play with you. I don't think I've ever heard Axtos actually cast. I think I've only seen him host. Bang, we're tearing them apart right now, chat. Okay, good fake. Or, Ranzi, you can stop talking about playing or I'll just ban you. I get that that's a bit, most likely, but at the same time, it's like, if the whole role of you being in my chat is just continuously asking me to chat, you're a gimmick chatter, you know? And there's nothing I hate more than a chatter with a gimmick. Do you like the RL music? I do. I don't like the new RLCS music. They, for some reason, are like getting rid of Monster Cat, and they're like using like generic, like stock type music, and it's really weird. Like, I don't know what they're going for with this new generic thing. I don't know if their license ran out with Monster Cat or something for RLCS, but that's fine, miss. I'm just gonna turn away so they don't think I'm gonna get that. Bang, sniped him. Close one. Waited too long for that arrow. Yeah, like Rocket League had an actual deal with, I don't know how that guy was ready for that, but they had an actual deal with Monster Cat, which is why it ticks me off that they sorry, my brain just turned off. It irritates me that they have like a whole deal. The music's great. It's iconic to the point where people literally like define like some electronic music, like, oh, this sounds like it's Rocket League music, you know, like stuff like that. And yet we're in situations where it's like, wait, so we're just gonna go with very off-brand, safe, corporate, you know, whatever for RLCS? Just, it's weird. Beat Saber music too. I mean, that's great. Anything that fits that kind of electronic synthwave vibe is perfect for Rocket League, in my opinion. I was once blind. I knew it. You talk like a blind person. Oh, damn. These guys are horny for a beatdown. I don't know why they're not forfeiting yet. Kublu, 55. 55-month resub on Twitch. Sheesh. Thank you, Kublu. How's your evening going? Well, these guys love being beaten down. They like being stepped on, for sure. These guys are deviants. That would actually be insane. No, we got this. Well, they're in a full party, so I think they're just playing to play. I'm gonna itch my face a little bit. Probably a carry situation. I mean, they beat us last game because my teammates could not figure out what they wanted to do with the offense, so I'm assuming it's some kind of situation like that. Oof. Trying to drop it to a middle. Maybe just practicing, I guess. Who's the weak link? I mean, what do you mean? Like in those people? Oh, I couldn't tell you. Those guys were just playing slow as hell. Last game, they were also playing slow as hell, but the problem is I think one of my teammates was like an actual GC3 and the other one was like a C3 or someone much lower being carried in that game because he was just like constantly on the ball, you know? Like, which is fine if you're like playing a certain play style and everyone's aware of it, but like I told you, like if my job on that last, like when I aerialed it and tapped it down, that's a touch where like the other team has to fundamentally catch it and immediately hope for a good 50, which they probably won't do, or they immediately clear, or it's a weak clear, or they catch it and then go for an extension clear. Again, all of which are pretty much like impossible to get a good clear on. And so in those situations, I'm like, all right, well, if you guys played long enough and played at a high level, you would know that this is not an easy clear to catch and throw away as a defender. So therefore, second man, after I drop it, you get the rebound. Instead, he just goes like as fast as possible. Guh and Gubberry playing together? What is this collab, chat? So that's the vibe tonight, I guess. How you doing, Virgil? Nice, Rob. Malding. No, I'm just explaining. Like, we lost the game prior to last game because we set a like on my teammates like for 3 different open nets and they missed all of them, and then we lost in overtime because the guy who was struggling the whole game also missed an aerial on a ball that was like straight at him. So it's just like, bruh, nobody. I'm Malding. Oh, like that's the vibe, as in like the stream vibe. And I was like, I don't know about that for me. Like just standard. I wouldn't say we're quite at Malding. Not quite balding. Open net is the hardest shot. Well, the thing is, like, a contested open net is not. Why would you flick that immediately? That's crazy. I don't even think he meant to. Oh my god, if he scores on this, I'm gonna be so angry. Cool. It's fine. Should be Rob's. Just kidding. Why would you dive in? And what an easy goal. Man, I love it when people don't know how to shadow. Why would you ever think that you'd get to this first no beast? Just an observation, but you front flip a little too much. All right, locomotion. I mean, I'm playing solo queue, so I'm just trying to cover distance right now. But also, like, yeah, you shouldn't front flip too much, but as long as you're near 50s and getting challenges, it's fine. There's a difference between that and Zenith. You have 0 boost, you have 100 boost, and you're not using any of it to recover. Ugh, this one's a rough one. Also, I hate that both of them cut in and then neither of them actually challenge that. That's rough. All right, GG. Gonna hit diamond in 3s. Congrats, Asset. Yeah, those games aren't gonna work if we can't touch the ball on defense. Yeah, I mean, it's a good team for sure, but it's just like those games are so avoidable when we're not, you know, just driving in on stuff. Nice, nice. It's like, yeah, all those games just kind of like don't really matter if we're not gonna just do the basic stuff correct. That's kind of my vibe for forfeits. It's not like, oh, you're forfeiting and it's only 3-1 or whatever, like blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, the reason I'm forfeiting is because we have had no shots, like at all. If we were back and forth, if we were actually like getting clears and playing possession, I'll play through any game, I don't care. But when we're playing a game where my team can barely get the ball out of our half, it's like, yeah, we're done, we're not winning that. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, you know. You already know the match before 3 usually. I mean, it's not that I know the match. It's just like I've definitely had games where like the first half is terrible and the second half gets better. But like the way that my teammates are challenging that, I can just tell they're not focused in the way they probably should be. Beard taco. I don't know why you say beard taco as if game crashed. Or not, just sometimes my game just chills. Hats in your luck? Yeah, I didn't want to take a shower. My hair looked kind of greasy, so I'm like, we're just gonna wear a hat today. Dust off the old Spood Hype hat. This is the first bit of streamer merch I ever bought. Shout out to the boy Spooda. Small indie dev, yep. Employed bearded hat taco before GTA 6. Yep. Crazy how we allowed this as a society. Bonk. Last I checked, Kubu is. Should be still stationed out there. Small indie dev, have you kept up with the drama around the Marvels? I have an MTX to pause the laws. Wait, what? Excited or nervous for the new gig? Excited, dude. I like learning new stuff to like perform the job. I have like a 10 plus hours of training to get done by like next June, and I have to study up for like this in-person class. It's 3 days full of a class and then a test. So the people I've been talking about the company are like, yeah, that's probably the hardest one you're gonna have to take. But also everyone I've talked to said like they passed their first time. It just took way hard. It was just way harder than the other one. So. You can buy a pass. I do remember that. Yeah, it was Jorby was throwing a fit online. Not to say that he was being immature about it. Like he was just like, why should this item exist? It shouldn't. And I'm like, honestly, my issue is that they're putting out the thing to for Marvel Rivals that prevents you from losing MMR, but it's you get 20 of them. And I was like, that's way too many. Like if in Rocket League, that's the difference between being like SSL. That's like SSL or being 1675. That's a massive chunk of MMR, you know? Now I just need to see Hoodie Taco to finish my collection and Fortnite Taco. Yep. I just watched a 30-second ad for you. What job did you get? Well, Remy, thank you for the 30-second ad watch. That gave me at least 1 or 2 cents in my paycheck watching that ad. For me, I'm working in basically tech sales and like physical cybersecurity at a pretty good company that's starting to get like a lot more different like clients and whatnot. I can't really divulge what clients they had, but one of them was like a pretty significant like sports team. Like, so clearly they're getting bucks. And oh, really? Yeah. So I'm working with them. Basically, my job is just to, you know, respond to proposals for different companies looking for blah, 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 offering them our kind of unique pricing because we get a massive discount of MSRP. You know, work with the clients, find a way to get through, close the deal, sign it up, quote it out, and go from there. Really? Yeah, I mean, Twitch always says you can get money from ads, but unless you're like having hundreds or thousands of viewers, running ads gives me almost no money at all. Yeah, if you're a Twitch partner, you get a little bit more, but yeah, honestly, whenever you have like 1,000 viewers or something, you should definitely try to run ads as much as possible. I've had ads run when I got rated by Rocket League back in the day a couple times. And after a while, chat knew that it could be money, so they would be like, ads, 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 ads. They were like hoping for ads. So I'd run like 3-minute ads every 45 minutes or an hour. And every time I did that, it was like 20, 30 bucks. But that's only with like thousands of viewers, you know? I wasn't laughing at your job. No, I know. I figured that out. Do you use TikTok or... I don't stream on TikTok. I'm not dealing with TikTok chat. Like, maybe that could be another avenue of growth for me, but I've just never enjoyed TikTok as a platform. What's the salary? I'm a starter. I don't have a resume for sales, so they interviewed me. They're like, I think you have potential. I really like your vibe and your background because I have a master's in psych, specifically social psych, which is what all sales is built off of. I work in broadcast Rocket League, so like esports. So they trusted that I was a good public speaker and I'm able to communicate stuff well. So they were all fine with that. So they were like, okay, we're gonna start you off at 35K a year and then plus commission for whatever. And then if you get past the 3 months of basically probationary stuff, where basically if I'm passing my certifications and I'm not a problematic employee or whatever, then after 3 months, my salary basically doubles and then we go from there. Taka hit 650K subs this year. Oh, we're definitely not hitting that. I've fallen so hard out of the algorithm. And also, I have no teammate. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Where'd you invest on your job? I don't know why you're censoring job. Sorry, I can't say. Oh, there you go. Because it scares me? Fair. Yeah, JM, to answer your question again, yeah, definitely excited for the new job. I've been also like, my goal with this is not necessarily because it's like, I literally can't afford anything. It's because like, I'm not able to save up as much. And so therefore, if I have like this loan debt from, unfortunately, back in the day when I first started in esports, I went full time and then I was being told by so many people in esports, like, hey, we have a lot of plans for the off season. We're going to get you like a decent amount of stuff. And I was budgeting and I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine. And then literally simultaneously, every single thing, like a month or two after I moved out, immediately fell apart and I lost all the money. I ate into every single bit of my savings. Wow, this is not even close. I think Lamo Lyman might actually be a fraud SSL winner. I don't know if he's touched the ball yet. He was AFK for the first goal and he's whiffed the second one too. Can you say J asterisk? No. So much for free headspace. Well, just more so just like one of those things where like if an emergency expense comes up, I don't have to second guess if I can actually pay it or not, you know? That's the biggest thing for right now is like, we're still in that territory where it's like I have to save up so much random nonsense. Hello, Supersonic. Wow. Been a while since I've seen from you. How you been? Said because it scares him. I disagree with him getting a deflection. Wait. Oof, I did not flip in the way I wanted to. Sorry, teammate. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just that you're not capable of being trusted. Has been a minute? Yeah, what you been up to lately? Just been vibing out? Collecting fat stacks? Breaking necks, cashing checks? By the way, guys, if Llama O Lineman is above a $1,500, then I'm buying everyone in here lunch. Nah, good save. Oh, not gonna lie, I didn't think he'd beat me to that. It's okay. Alright. In before Llama Lyman's actually higher than me. That's my bold prediction, because that's what's happening lately. I keep thinking, okay, this guy's definitely a 1400, and then it turns out he's actually like a decent MMR. Let's see. Let's see. He is... Oh, no, his teammate's a 1362, though, so I was right about one of them. Jesus Christ, dude. Just working a ton trying to collect them dollar bills. Yes, that is a good idea. The line says the food never arrived at receiving DoorDash. Line what? Shoes are always off in the house if they're not. I don't understand people who walk around with their shoes on. Like, I've been wearing like comfy jeans or whatever, or comfy pants, and I'll just be wearing like whatever. I know in the winter I used to just like wear my coat indoors just because it was like very comfy and cozy because it was a good coat. But then like other times, like I don't think I've ever been wearing shoes and been like, you know what, I don't want to. I haven't even noticed they still on. No, if you wear shoes inside, you're a weirdo. I had a friend who had inside shoes, which I thought was even weirder. So they would take off their outside shoes and then get changed into their indoor shoes. And I'm like, that's not a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. I roasted Pyro until he finally adopted no shoes, outside shoes in the house. Wait, Pyro was wearing shoes indoor? I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. Like house shoes or sneakers? No, not like slippers, that's one thing. He was wearing like sneakers. Like indoors, like an indoor version of them. I do that? Boo, Sheriff. You should be ashamed of yourself, personally. That should be something employers should know. I would never hire someone in my company if they did that. That's all I need to know about their personality. I need the job. I'm sure you do. Then get rid of those shoes. Only wear them outside. Let's not be silly. I would love a queue. Sounds like it belongs to that Crash Test Dummies song. I don't know that song off the top of my head. I probably heard it before. I don't know that song well enough. No interview question. Thanks, Sago. No problem. Yeah, next time you interview someone from your team for your team. Hey, you just got home after a long day. What's the first thing you do with your shoe situation? Oh, I take them off and get on my house shoes. Get out. What? Get out. Sir, this is the 4th interview. Get out. Man, you get obliterated on Glassdoor. Holy crap, dude. The only problem is they'd review 1 star for interview because it's like, how is that even relevant to my job? I'm a software dev. And then other people are like, wait, what was the question again? Like, oh, I wear shoes indoors. Like, oh, well, that's why. Companies can't allow that. Tears apart morale. See, you getting a 33% raise is already getting blasted. Whoa! Yeah, that's true. No bonuses, by the way. No room. That's my favorite corporate thing is CEO in the C-suite gets raises, but you know everyone else. Sorry guys, just no more money for bonuses this year. I will never buy unless it's free a Herman Miller or whatever, Herman Miller specifically because of that that one company-wide call that the CEO had back in the day. You guys remember that? You got a 0.5% bonus. And then, meanwhile, the CEO got a $30 million raise. That's freaking crazy. 0.5% bonus is so funny. That's like that. Honestly, for your job, that might honestly be only like hundreds of dollars, not even. Maybe it breaks 1,000. I don't know what you make. I'm assuming it's over 1,000, but either way. Like, if it was a smaller company, that's acceptable. Hey, thanks to the bonus, boss. Post taxes doesn't break. That's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe without taxes. Plus, you're in New York State, so, well, I guess New Jersey. Man, thank God you don't live in New York. Wow, what a bump! Wow. I don't know how he managed that. Songs with the weird people he met, car accident kid, his hair turned white, girl with birthmark, weird church kid. I do not remember that song. I'm an ET2. Oh. I'd rather them just spit in my face because I like to be turned on when I'm fucked. Oh my God, that's actually really funny if you said that. I mean, that just shows how confident you are in your job if you would say that directly to your superiors if they gave you a 0.5 bonus. I'm assuming that shit's like an email though. Like, here you go. This is your bonus. And you're just like, what do you think an adequate bonus would be to appease you? Like 5%? I think if I can't even go on vacation with a bonus, it's not worth it. In-person manager with the manager and the manager. Nice shot, thanks, no problem. Messages, the numbers come from higher than them. That's the worst job. Hey, you're gonna have to sell this to the employee and tell them to deal with it. What if they fight back? Well, then we have supplied you weapons to fend them off. Now, yeah, employee on manager violence is exceedingly rare, but it does happen. Learn more in this HR training. Interfacing with your boss. Mr. Krabs, can I have a raise? No. Good job, Mr. SquarePants. Literally what you just did. I told him it was bad. I mean, yeah, as you should. Because I think even without like the massive CEO raise, like knowing where you work, it's not like they're short on cash, you know? Like it's not, yeah, they have a decent number of employees, but like what you do for the company, the value you bring, like you're not gonna make you feel appreciated. Nice dunk should be in. No, just kidding. Okay. Hello, Kim Carrier, or more accurately, the son of Kim Carrier. Oh. Bonk. Pass. Pass. Teammate, why are you turning away? Salty. Why? Ah, coward. Wait. Wait. They faked me. And then Gio just dunked that into the open net. That's crazy. I'm married, 2 kids, run semi-marathons, trying to... I haven't... Hold on, I have to read that in a sec. I'm addicted to adult videos. Any advice? Just stop watching adult videos. What? It's not that hard, man. Just don't go on those websites. Oh. Don't read it? Too loud. Too bad. Hey, porn addiction is a real thing, chat, you know? Gotta respect those people for their struggles. Sorry, Gio, I stole that boost from you. That's super unfortunate that he hit me. With God, my wife, and my daughters. Okay, then just stop doing it. See, the thing is, people could just go to therapy, but that'd be admitting they have a problem, and people are too prideful for that. No, salty. Oh, that's fine. If he doubled that, I would have been pretty pissed. What a pass. How the game? Hey, Vicket. We're doing all right. We came back last second at 0 seconds to force OT, so we're just trying to win it. Oof, I just went for the beat there. I did not have a shot. Or at least that wasn't going to get massively deflected. A little risky on this one. Salty 50. He's not getting that touch. Oh, at least not the way he wanted to. Thank you. Honestly, just trying to buy time a little bit. Okay, I wasn't sure how much boost he had. Geo steel boost. Okay, Geo ran into cash. It's Geo with 2 eyes, which is different than most Geos. I mean, 60 Bunny, this is a weird cosplay you're doing. I'm not sure why you're typing all this out. Either way, just if you actually struggle with this stuff, literally just stop. Not that hard. Go to therapy. I don't know why I went for that. Oh, Geo, do not wait for that. Okay. I'm just gonna trust Salty has that. Nice. I like the shot. Tiago was a little late. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. That's a really good touch by them. Hopefully both of them don't miss. I just said hopefully no. Oh, back pass. Casual. Just because I'm Latino? Yes. Well, you also do happen to both be named Tiago. Oh. What, all Tiagos have the same name to you? Yes. Is there a different version of Tiago, actually? Is there anyone without the H? Like T-I? Man, that would've gone hard. That was the wrong version. Okay, that's what I was saying. It's the Portuguese way? Ah, I'm learning. Nice. Gaming! Gaming! 6.5 minutes! Woo! Alright, good night, 6-2. The only thing to do right is a pastry called pastel de nata. That's the only thing Portuguese do? They said, hey, we can maybe get Jeff if you're down, and Salty and Gio were like, yeah, sure. They're lying to me, thinking that they said, yeah. We can get Jeff. No one calls me Jeff unless I've like known them for years. Freaking what a liar, Jeff. I didn't even call you Jeff. That's what I'm saying. Like, Bass calls me Jeff more than anyone else. And I find it just so funny because Bass doesn't have to deal with usernames because his name is Oliver Bass. And therefore he calls Bass, you know? So it's just weird when I'm at lands. He's like, oh, Jeff said that. And I was like, and then I just paused. We did think that. There's no shot you know me better as Jeff than Taco. That's insane. I'm in an ad right now. That's funny. He's got a game if you want to play. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I'm just queuing. I'm just gonna keep queuing. If I'm still not in a game by the time you get out, then yeah, sure, invite. To my dad as Taco. I think you did, yeah. I picked up my car from the doctor, aka his old car. And I believe you did introduce me as Taco. He was like, oh, hello. I think I introduced myself as Jeff. But yeah, whenever I'm at LAN, I prefer using a username. I think my alt 62 the bunny, I knew it was you, Matt. Also, I always knew you were actually located in Romania. The safe quesarito, man. A marketing company reached out to me to license my tweet about the quesarito I made a while back. I tweeted out, my life has been demonstrably worse since Taco Bell took the quesarito off of the menu. And I stand on that. My life was demonstrably better. Like, the colors were brighter, birds were singing when the quesarito was on the menu, and then Taco Bell was like, nah, it's okay, we don't care about anybody. We're evil. We're an evil conglomerate. Literally, they said, yeah, we're gonna take the quesarito out, and then the camera immediately cut out to a castle on a hillside with lightning striking behind it as they laugh. James? Oh, it's James Bot. Interesting. I bet the pandas convinced them to take it off the menu. Pandas. Imagine everything just looks sepia after they took it off the menu. That's literally what it felt like. I remember going to Taco Bell for the first time and being like, can I get quesarito? And then the cashier was like, honey, let me hold your hand when I tell you this. And I was like, what? Tell me what? It was like the doctor telling me that, oh, I'm sorry, but your wife, she died. I'm like, no. I was just here. It's like, I'm sorry. Tell me why. Griffball has more strategy than actual Halo. That's my hot take. Oh, I jumped for that a little too early. You had a nice shot, James. Maybe you should have scored the last one. Maybe I would have considered it. Nice. My chat maintains Griffball takes more strategy than normal Halo. He's not typing, lol. Argue with a wall. I forget James about plays with the bean. This is the last book you read? The Bible. No, I'm kidding. I don't think I've actually ever read the Bible. Like, cover to cover at least. And for that reason, I'm out, said God. That's a good pick. Last book I read. Man, it's been a while, I'm not gonna lie. I read a lot, just not in book form. Now that's mod privilege. Bet your butt, sheep. Nice. Textbook or fiction? I don't read fiction. Almost everything I read was like sociological stuff. You're fine, James. Do you know what goon means? Yeah, it's a member of the Goonies, the 1980s adventure movie by Spielberg. It's also known as a hockey player, who typically acts as an enforcer. Also, it means jacking it off! But that's the third definition. Hello, Gio. Are you prepared? It also means jack it off. Cuts to high five, everyone. You have some good markers on this? Yep. What we prepared for? I mean, I don't know. I thought you were gonna invite me. I guess not. Rejected by the popular kids yet again. Sorry for stealing your ball at the end. I just went, no, you're fine. I didn't care. I literally was just like, that's okay. Moving on. GG. Thank you for the new job, well wishes and whatnot. Just trying to get back to 1800 slowly but surely, one win at a time. Hopefully you've been enjoying Halo. Did Halo come out with like a new thing or not, or were you just playing to play? Feels like something Spaceman would drag people into. I will say Halo is something I never got into, specifically because I got the Red Ring of Death way early on as a gamer, and then I never went back to Xbox, so therefore I never played Halo. Oh yeah, you did just miss Supersonic. Let's play 7 stability. Our tech sales is crazy. I mean, yeah, we're hoping for it right now. Halo since 2004. Hell yeah. Yeah, for me, I am hoping, yeah, it will be. Right now I'm on probation. Like, so I'm making like an okay amount. And then hopefully, if we get through that, 90 days later, salary doubles, things get a little bit more spicy from there. And hopefully we keep that going, because yeah, that is the goal. Eliminate all my debt, and then we can have a little fun with it. That's the #1 goal, is to eliminate as much debt as possible. But congrats on your upcoming tournament as well that you're hosting at Power Glove. Then before that, you're in an oceanfront mansion. Honestly, if I had a mansion, I don't know where I'd want it. Honestly, I just need it in a good internet place. Because I always see like those crazy mansions in like, you guys ever go on Zillow and find like what's the closest mansion to you? Like massive mansion in like the middle of nowhere. For me, I was always like, what would make me live in Wyoming? I know it's a fake place and it's not a real state, but like, what would it take? And you search like these mansions and they're not even that impressive. It's like the middle of nowhere. You have like six acres to yourself. But then you look at the house and it's like a whatever mansion. There's not even an indoor pool in there. Get me out of there. If it got fiber, it's not worth it. Exactly. Like I'm not living in a place where I'm having satellite internet with 30 up and down. Like, and that's kind of like my foot down place is like, I'm not moving to anywhere in which the internet's okay. You know, there's only 3 states between Wyoming and North Carolina. I don't think that's true. I'm trying to image it in my mind. Connect the 2 states using 3 other states. Yeah, I get that, but I'm like, between that and South Carolina? Oh, North Carolina. I was about to say, I'm like, there's no way South Carolina. What? Hey, it's Hazo. An AUG. Interesting game. What the frick? What an air dribble. Checking it applies to South Carolina. I don't think it does. Too far. Thanks about the event? Oh, yeah. I shouldn't be jumping for that. We should invade South Carolina. I just think that both Carolinas, if people are so concerned about the 50 states thing because it's a clean number, we should just combine the Dakotas or combine the Carolinas and then bring in Puerto Rico and DC. Carolinians, how you feeling about being just one Carolina? What about United Carolina? What about the Carolina Federation? What if we did just Carolina in general? Call it Tarhelia. I'm sure the Gamecocks would love that. South Carolina, Wyoming's 4 states. Sorry. Okay, that's why I was like in my mind. I was like, it's not South. There's no way South works. Ah. The Targox. Okay, that's compromise right there, chat. That's what we all need. Wait, is this a Norms University squad we're playing against? No, close one. Fight more boost. In a world where we're not rotating up. 50 called Texas 2. That'd actually be really funny if we came up with like a Texas 2 instead of just naming it a unique name. Oh, I was trying to slot that around that 50. Dead Devil might actually be like no brain activity in his head. I don't know why he thought that this was not going to get cleared. He just immediately drove toward Haza without turning around. Oklahoma is Texas too? No, it's the pan that they're cooking with. Man, I love getting cooked by one player. Dead Devil is the very best Among Us. And by that, I mean he's a C-team player for UNCC, I think. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just being a dick. I'm just not a fan of the past 2 exact plays back-to-back that I've been witnessing. It's funny, when I was first looking at cars, every single like good deal was always in Oklahoma for some reason. Like all the Dallas dealerships were butt. All right, gonna Q dodge those guys. I'm not really in the mood to play with those teammates. Hail damaged cars in Oklahoma. Do they get a lot of hail? Is that like a known thing? I feel like for me it was just like, also the car market, like all other markets, has been atrocious. But like I remember I was watching this guy's YouTube channel, who was literally, his whole thing is just he holds a phone in like a tripod and like a handheld thing and just walks around car dealerships and talks about like the insider stuff and all this terrible nonsense going on. And apparently one of the issues is like, because people are buying fewer cars and also especially buying fewer actually expensive cars. I think there's a report that came out today that 60% of Americans do not live like basically sufficient to be like enjoyable lives, aka like they're not living super cleanly. Which means like only 40% of people are actually like doing anything with their money. And it's like, therefore, when I'm looking at a lot filled with frickin' Ford Raptors, who is buying a $175,000 like truck or whatever? You know, like the markup on some of these cars is insane. It's like, oh, you want a Honda Civic with 300,000 miles and it's from 2007, that'll be $9,000. And it's like, why am I paying 5 figures, nearly 5 figures with fees and everything, for a car that's like 20 years old, you know? Oh, you want a more recent car? Like literally every car that was within like 5, 6, 7 years was like minimum like 10K, I felt like. And if it wasn't, it was like a used person posting on cars.com being like, oh, by the way, I've never gotten this thing inspected since I own it. Anyway, yeah, this is the amount. And it's like, well, I'm not gonna pay for this unless you're willing to go to a mechanic with me. I literally negotiated with one guy like that. I was like, hey, do you want to drive to the mechanic? Like you live in this area, can we go to this? And they're like, no, I'm not doing that. Car is as is. I'm like, nothing suspicious about that. All these wasted resources and money just laying around a place like that. Well, just like the dealerships can do that, but the problem is they have to make profit at a margin of like 20 points or something. So the thing is, they're jacking up prices so much. And I know like there's been plenty of stories of like, a lot of people will come into a dealership in cash and they'll be like, oh, do you want to finance it? They're like, no, I'm paying 30K up front for this car. They're like, oh, but like, you want to get hydrogen-filled tires or whatever, like whatever it is. And they're like, no, I want just the car. That's it. It's like, oh, do you want tinted window treatment? No. Oh, do you want new tires? No. Do you want new rims? No. Do you want an extra shine? No. I just want the car. Do you want the service agreement? Do you want the... It's like, dude, give me the car and I'm walking out. And apparently the dealerships hate that because they're like, oh, well, we can't get a cut unless they can help us finance with the relationship in the bank and whatnot and get kickbacks. So they're all pissed off whenever you walk in and just be like, no, I just want this. That's why you never tell them how you're paying until you settle on a final price. Oh, 100%. That was literally what they said in the it's like, that's literally what all the Reddit thread was talking about. They're like, I literally just negotiate everything, blah, blah, blah. And then once we settle on the price, then say, okay, cool, I'm paying in all cash. And then when they start to bulk, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm walking next door then. And then they're like, fine. And then they sell it to you, but they hate it when you do that. And I'm just like, oh man, if I ever could do that, that'd be great. And then you get mad, it's a problem now. I mean, yeah, it's just a problem to see like how expensive cars are, especially now. I was actually blown away when I got back in the used car market how atrocious the selection was for the price. That's why I feel like Carvana is probably such like a like Carvana and like Drive Time and all those are like companies that have taken off a little bit because they straight up will finance literally anyone without completely murdering you. Granted, a lot of the rates are not great, but like at least for me, I was having a better experience looking through those for like decent prices for cars than I was like anywhere else. And I was actually gonna try to get a Mazda 3 from Carvana because I sold my car to Carvana back in the day, and that was a very easy process. And I nearly was done hitting the application and for buying with terms, but then I was like, no, I'm not doing another cost. Never buying a car that I have to haggle for. Yeah. If I ever go back to a dealership to buy a car, I'm literally just going to buy it all in cash. I don't think I'm going to do a down deposit unless my down is like insanely high. Like, oh, it's a $20,000 car. Cool, I'm putting it down for like 15K or something, even higher. That's why I'm hoping with the sales job, you know, we're bringing in some crazy commission. Like, yeah, obviously get my car repaired once we're starting to bring in cash again. But then beyond that, if the car is like really running into issues and it just cannot be consistent, then we're gonna have to just bite the bullet and be like, I love this Mini Cooper, but gonna have to get a new car eventually if it can't stay healthy. Because at a certain point, it's just the price sink. The sprayer isn't that bad. I mean, I don't actually 100% know what it needs. I think after talking to everyone, they're like, it's pretty much probably going to just be a valve gasket cover. And because you have to basically, I mean, apparently you can do it yourself, but my brother-in-law, who was a mechanic for years, he's like, I would probably bring it into a shop just because I wouldn't trust most people to have the tools to do it themselves, and also like, I would not expect them to know how to do it cleanly. Talking needs a new car. Let's go. Thank you, GG, for the $5. It's like we're almost there.
Taco needs a new car, y'all. Let's go.
I will have a remote job with this new position, but eventually I will have to have my car back. So that's why it's like I ideally want to get that thing functional sooner rather than later. Right now I'm like still at the territory of like, let's just pay off our bills before our salary cuts come in. Then we'll have a little bit more money to throw around. Oh, no. Part I miss. Oh. Oh, hello. Are you liking your Rivian so far, Doctor? My super chat is blocking so much. Gotta show you to ever donate. Yes. Hey. Too big though. Is it like a truck, or I forget like what the R1 is. I feel like all the Rivians I see are not sedans. They're like trucks or SUVs, which personally I'm kind of not into. I think Lucids look pretty good. I've seen them around. They're lacking that edge though, I feel like. Whenever I see a Lucid car, I'm like, this looks good, but it's not in the way I prefer. I think Tesla had a very sleek design, I will say, but of course Teslas are not something anyone wants to buy anymore. It's a 3-row SUV. Oh, that's pretty big. Have you seen the electric Hummer that can crab walk? That was such a cool feature, I'm not gonna lie. Time to the dono goal again. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, this is the new car fund.
Time
Hopefully.
to update Dono once again.
Yeah, the salary alone after my 3 months probationary period will be equivalent to the entirety of what I earned like last year. So hopefully that means like with esports and everything else, my contract gig that hopefully gets extended and whatnot, we can save up real quick, pay off some debt, and then eventually maybe get back into the car market. Yeah, if my car doesn't fully get repaired the next time I bring it in. Back to work later, everybody. Kick some booty, T-Dog. Well, thank you so much, JG. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate the win, Cozen. Let's go. Oh! Alright, let's update goal. Or 220. Let's go. Hog. Yeah, I really do like my Mini Cooper though. It's a very fun car to drive. Super fuel efficient. I think unfortunately it's just about that age where like all the stuff that was looking fine like randomly starts like malfunctioning a little bit. So just gotta hope that this engine thing is something that pretty cleanly wraps everything up. I've like already talked about like the engine codes with like people on here that know cars and whatnot, and they've all given their diagnoses, and they all feel pretty confident that it's either just like an air filtration thing or the valve gasket cover. So hopefully I can just fix both of those and we'll go from there. Jay Baird, what the heck?
Wait, are you needing a new car? Sir, this is small drop in the bucket.
I mean, I don't necessarily need it. I just tried to get a repair done. Jay Barrett, thank you for the 50. Oh my gosh. I don't necessarily need the new car right now. I have a car. I just need it to get repaired with the engine. The voice matches the PFP. It does. Dealership not finding anything significant pressing. Yeah, that was the irritating part. Is like, yeah, the doctor already took it in, and the dealership was basically like, yeah, everything's fine. And then by the time I got it, and the thing is, like, I remember the inspection that you sent me, and what's happening with the car actually wasn't an issue that they found. Like, even the one they're like, oh, you're eventually gonna have to take care of this, blah blah blah. blah. Because like everything else is fine. Oh, that's the sad part about that. Mini Coupe shenanigans. I freaking love Mini Coupe, but. Yeah, people warned me, like, that is a concern when it gets a little older, and that was not an issue when I got it, so I guess I'm learning firsthand why it might be a little bit of an infamous car. It only has like 107,000 miles on it, I think. That's why I was so pissed on your behalf. I mean, it happens, like, it's not your fault. For all I know, maybe I just, you know, did something weird to it. But either way, if it's just a cracked gasket cover and I need to repair that, maybe the filtration, I'm guessing I need to spend like probably $600 to $700 on that. So that's where things get a little sticky. It's like I don't really have the cash to do that offhand right now. Hopefully once I get my content checks and then my contract gig going along with my salary, that'll be like the first thing I do. Oh. Tyler's not ready for that. Man, what a way to butcher that that entire counterattack. Got a little late to that. I think if I ever did buy, I don't actually know what I would buy if I got a new car. I kind of want it to be reliable beyond everything else, so like maybe just keep going with the Honda Toyota. I do wonder if I can get like a decent deal on a Toyota though, because I live very close to the Toyota like headquarters. So I don't know if that really impacts like how they sell that stuff, or you know, just walk into their on-site factory. Be like, hey, can I get a Toyota? I'm like, yeah, no problem. We'll pick one off the vine for you. But yeah, something like a Toyota, Hyundai. I really love my Hyundai. I don't know how they've changed in reliability lately, but something like the Ioniq could be cool. Ioniq, that's I thought you just said Ioniq. Congrats, Taco. Thank you, Rice Bowl. Yeah, I gotta save a lot more before I do anything with stuff like that. Unfortunately, my credit history has been absolutely destroyed since that first off season. I had to take out a loan to take care of that. Rice Ball, thank you for the gifted. The Spaceman, hey, that's a good one. Walk the dodge to the plate, never give him fresh charger. Call the charger. Does not have an electric interface. False advertising. I was tempted to buy this Challenger that was on sale near me, but then someone pointed out to me that one, it's a muscle car, so it's probably like pretty beat up by now. But on top of that, they're like, it turns out a Dodge Challenger is the most stolen car in the U.S. Nature them, be cautious on the trucks, future call on engines. I would never go for a truck, to be honest. I always want a sedan. But just returned from a deployment special. Use that GI Bill. Why? Didn't even try it. On for it. Drove an Ioniq 5 in Santa Fe on rentals, and they were both fantastic. One car that I don't know the reliability, but I think they look great nowadays, and I've heard really good things from, like, whenever I have an Uber driver, like, pick me up or something, I ask them how they like it. The new Kia sedans look so freaking sharp. Kia wins my award for best rebrand. That circular, like, soft lettered serif Kia to, like, that sharp and edgy font. Kia's new logo looks so freaking sexy. But growing up, I always remember, like, Kias not being, like, great cars. Like, my dad owned one and it was reliable and it was fine. He had, like, a Kia Spectra or whatever. Hatchback. Ugly looking car, but it worked. Didn't break down much. Didn't need much maintenance. Does the poop pit Kia? Well, yeah, well, the old Kias are like, whatever, no sex appeal. The new Kias, they hired someone to cook with those cars. They look super good. Yeah, Kias look great. The new Prius actually looks legitimately interesting now. I remember someone pointed that out to me, and I was like, I don't know about that. And then I saw a Prius parked in the street, and I was like, ooh, that's an interesting looking car. Wait a minute, it's a Prius. But yeah, I gotta figure out all that stuff. But thank you for the donation, Jay Barron. Definitely very helpful. I also realized the downside of taking a break from last month. I had my last payment I got today for last month for Twitch. It was my lowest payment I think I've ever gotten on Twitch since I started streaming. I'm not even lying. So yeah, not a great start to rebuilding everything, but we got the job. Everything's in place. Just got to be patient. It's like, well, that happens when we take basically 2.5 weeks off from streaming that month. Stretching is also nice and gorgeous. The option they offer, mucho nice. I'm personally a dial person. I like being able to dial stuff on a car. I don't really want to have to deal with a touchscreen. Phones with a death pad, I have to charge it. That's literally why I got my new S24. So I was using an older phone and like an unlocked phone that I bought off Amazon for cheap. And my God, it was like you charge it to 100, and then even when you weren't even using it, you could see the battery go down. It was so irritating. Oh, right. Sorry, Jay Barron.
Don't forget to update the Dono cap, Comey, winking face emoji.
I got it. Are we gaming? We're looking like we're gaming. The caps lock? I don't know if that's a mistake. Political and economical state of the world? No. With the octane, I feel more mechanical. That's a common thing people are kind of like talking about a lot. It's like how the visual hitbox of the octane versus Fennec affects you. I definitely feel more comfortable in the octane. Fennec occasionally feels pretty good, but I always feel like I'm pulling off cleanest stuff in Octane, even though technically it shouldn't change anything, you know? Why are you turning field? Come over here and let me kiss that hot mouth. I'm feeling romantic. That's a interesting chat. No. Okay. All right. Let's just trust my teammates on this. He says famous last words every time, every time. Oh. Every time I've ever been like, yeah, my teammates will be fine. They have all the options covered. Was it selfish to go up and get boost there? Yeah. Oh, I hate that. Good read by that guy. Oh. I know I shouldn't think like this, but it always irritates me when Lofty hits like a perfect double tap on like the one singular opening he gets, and then when he's on my team, it's like he's struggling to hit aerials. Like that one that he missed just then wasn't even like necessarily even like an air dribble. The guy just tapped it and Lofty missed the aerial. And I was like, are you nailing the hard ones? Evil, that's not how you touch the ball. Ugh. Pain. GG's. That was not really his fault though. All right, chat. We've eclipsed $50. So you know what that means. Rocking the shirtless stream for a bit. The armpit hair? Oh yeah. A champ 3. Wait, my team. Oh, Turtle is a champ 3. I don't know if. Is that Maryland Turtle? I don't think it is. Top down skipped. Oh, yes. Look at that sweaty armpit hair. Did not put on deodorant either, chat, so it's stanky. Melodic. What in the Smurf? You missed. Oh, he faked him out. I thought he just missed his flick up. If the employers thought it, so what would they think? It must be warm in his apartment. And it is. They do know my username, so there is a non-zero chance that they could come into my stream. See the lat spread next goal? Whoa, 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 chat. Need to pay him more? I mean, I can't afford it in a figurative sense. Electrical bill really ramps up in Texas summer. Dream car? I'm gonna be, this sounds like a cop-out answer. I actually don't know if I have a dream car. Like, I don't see any car that I'm like, well, I'd want to own that. Because I think about it from a practical sense. If money wasn't an object, sure, I'd want a supercar or whatever like that. But like, if it was like, oh, what car would you always want to buy? I don't know, because I like, man, I would hate to have to insure like a ridiculously high-end car. Just give me like a nice luxury car. I don't need a super fast car, because when am I going to be able to drive ridiculously fast, you know? Like, and be able to spin around. There was a guy on the highway the other day that I was watching. He was driving a Lamborghini or something. He was literally driving like 20 miles under the speed limit. I'm like, what's the point of owning this car if you're too scared to drive it in a fun way, you know? Must have been a rental, maybe. Okay. No, Skylar, I am the danger. Cool phenomenal people that drive Miatas in their respective cars. Interesting. There is a restraint for implied, I guess. I always like Mazda. Do they still make cars? Like, I'm being dead ass. I don't think I've seen a Mazda dealership in a while. Trying to think if I'm like mixing them up with a different brand that doesn't make cars or whatever. I hate that you called my bluff on that. Making very sick cars? Hell yeah. Nissan about to go out of business? No, I actually like my Nissans. My mom used to have a Nissan Juke, underrated car, based on how fun that thing was to drive. It was an SUV with sport mode, and I'm not gonna lie, fun ass car to drive. Ugly ass car though, man. Those headlights made me want to puke. Ooh, nice shot. You got it. Didn't touch that. I love driving ass car. You've heard of NASCAR. Man, I hate that you went for that. If we get countered, I'm gonna be so pissed. Alrighty. Shelby 69 Shelby GT500. That was one of the first cars my dad always used to talk about all the time. That's the thing, is like a lot of like the newer muscle cars that just don't, that's I think why Challengers are appealing to, oh, my game crashed. That's why I think Challengers are appealing to me, because they're cars that look like old school muscle cars. They're built in that kind of more boxy frame, whereas some of the new modern muscle cars have like that's why I don't like the Camaros. They're too, like, they're wide and like have that like certain look, but they're a little too curved. Whereas like I want like the hard angles in the front corners and whatnot. Like I want the, it's like the difference between Dominus and Dominus GT chat. Like dead ass. Like oh. Like Dominus, this is what I like. Nice little box, like hitbox and card. And then the Dominus GT is a little more curvy. Like it's still, it looks modern, it looks all that stuff, but like, do you see the difference? The lines are a bit more straight on the Dominus, whereas like the Dominus GT, it rounds off a lot of that stuff. Like I don't like that. It's 95% blind spots. That's explains why there's so much body damage on the ones I see in the road. Comes to gambling life, damn. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go next loss. Unless we get to 100, and then I'll go another 30 minutes. Because at that point, we have to lose the pants. What? How did he fit that in? There was 2 people near post. Look at this. Oof. Plus 30 minutes every $25. That could be long. I'm be dead ass. My girlfriend is came over tonight, so I don't want to be too much longer, but at the same time, it's like I will extend stream. I also got to slowly fix my sleep schedule over time with this new job, because they're on Pacific time. That's actually one thing I want to clarify with them is like, are my business hours in my territory? Because if I'm not working in California, I'm not clocking in at 8 a.m. California time, you know? I'd love to 10 a.m. start every night, you know? Holding it up. Not fair. Awesome. Bang. You're gambling with everyone else's life, too? Oh my god, I was driving the other day with my girlfriend's car, and we were driving back from a dinner, and this person, like this 7-year-old person, driving their frickin' Cadillac, driving like a madman. They go right through a red light and hits the brake right in the middle of the intersection. Like, we missed out on being T-boned by like a quarter second, or T-boning them by like a quarter second. And I'm like, these people are just like psychotic. Like, they weren't even paying attention. Like, and it wasn't even like it just changed to red. I'm talking like it was like red. Went through it, and I was like, you didn't even time that even close to right. That turned red when you were like 25 feet, like 25 yards away. Dead ass. Yeah, CA time zone for my job. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work for what my, because I don't actually technically have hours because I'm salaried. They're kind of just like, do your work. Like literally my boss, my immediate boss is just like, yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of training. Just put it in your Outlook calendar so I know like what time you're genuinely dedicating to doing this stuff. And I was like, okay, I can do that. You got the job? I did get the job. That's why my title is Employed Taco. Yeah, we start the day after Memorial Day. What a 50 into the counter. No one expects Night Bear. Bonk. It's remote work. I'm gonna say it's like 95 to 100% remote work. I'm basically going to be doing this stuff all from my place, and then maybe... Hey, thank you for 4.99, Birdie. Yeah, they said like occasionally you might have to travel to seminars, and
for the employment.
It's like you might have to,
gains my man.
You might have to travel to like trainings. For example, like I just happened to find a training in Frisco, so it's like a 5-10 minute drive away from where I am. So I can take the training there and then go back to my place. But in terms of like actual travel, they're like, you might have occasionally, if we have like a really big client and we have meetings with them, like we might like pay for you to fly out to like Nevada or New Mexico or Arizona or something. But for the most part, yeah, you don't have to, it's like you don't have to travel. You're going to be fully remote. So I'm like, oh yeah. They did ask me if I wanted to move to California though. And I know my Austin was telling me, he's like, oh man, if you would be willing to move there, they'd probably be willing to pay you way more. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Not trying to break that lease, you know? Now we're just 1 cent off from 75. Paying 2 times rent. That's kind of my thought, is like, you might double my pay, but you're also like doubling my rent and expenses and grocery, also traffic. It's like, I would much rather be remote and make a little bit less in a cheaper state than live in California. Unless they could like find me a pretty good apartment. That is the strat low key though, Birdie, so I feel you. Whoa. That Merc hitbox. I don't know how that bounces out like that. Unfazed, I don't think has hit the ball. Did you guys see that the NFL is starting to do schedule release posts on social media? And the Chargers put out one entirely made in Minecraft. And the Colts also did that, but they put it after the Chargers. So they were like, wait, crap, the Chargers pre-jumped us. We can't post the exact same format. So they literally had to redo an entire schedule graphic update video. I'm like, damn, that's so crazy. Because obviously they didn't copy each other. They probably were working on it simultaneously and they just happened to be the similar ideas, but dude, I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, man, imagine that intern spending like 3 weeks making that video and then finding out it's not even gonna get posted. They literally deleted it. So they hired NBA Paint, one of my favorite Twitter, to draw the matchup. And everyone's like, this already wasn't even good. I'm like, that's fun fact. That's like whole NBA Paint's whole bit, is that he's drawing everything in paint. It's not supposed to look incredible. It's supposed to look funny. And what do you know? They are all funny. I never thought about that aspect of some teams, how far you actually physically have to travel. HM150 holds power slide when he goes into booth, went into goal. That's all I need to know that this man got carried to where he is. That is like just simply not what you do when you play defense. At least at Grand Champ 3. Ooh. Oh, good fake. Oh, teammate was bumping him and he missed 3 different bumps. I need to see that back. Saw a teammate right next to Lofty. I guess he just wasn't close enough. Also, I have nothing to say about HM lobbing a ball to the sidewall instead of just hitting it to the corner, making it, you know, an actual clear. Nope, I'm not going to tape anything. I was literally about to say, HM, I'm not going to lie, seeing you above 1800 is actually the most shocking thing I've ever seen in my entire freaking life. You have a blessed night, my man. Thank you, Birdie. I'm trying, as the game crashes again. I hate it when people at me in a Discord and at everybody. Thought you were next out. I don't know. I'm probably next out right now. That game was a guaranteed loss, though. I'm not gonna lie. If I get HM again and we fall down by literally anything, I will end stream immediately. So I will immediately forfeit that or abandon that game and then quit. Just because I have never won with him on my team, and part of it is because he's fraudulent. I have no idea how. I'm not trying to be mean. I actually don't understand from a logical perspective how someone is 1800 and doing everything wrong at the same time, you know? I'm just not a fan of watching a player rotate like a diamond through these plays. I'm like, legitimately, who is playing on your account? That's the first time I've ever actually felt like that toward a player. Because it'd be one thing if it was like 1 or 2 bad games, but like every time I play with him, he's doing something that's just objectively wrong. Like if you ask 100 GC3 SSL players, hey, is what he's doing good? Everyone would be no, what's he doing? And that's problematic, especially because he's 1800. I thought he was like a 16, and I'm like, okay, he's still learning how to play the game. But if you're solidly over 1800, you should not be struggling this much. Oh, hello. They need to announce the next NBA VP. It's going to be SGA because it's the best player in the best team award, even though it should be the player that makes the biggest hole in the team when you leave. That's always been my opinion. Like, without Jokic, the Nuggets are like a negative record team. Without SGA, the OKC is just a slightly worse team. Like, slightly worse great team, you know? I've just never understood the whole point of most valuable player, when in reality, the entirety of the Nuggets has like been decimated and they're not playing well. And then Jokic carries them every single night versus SGA just pops off, gets a lot of points. Yeah, but even without him, I think even without SGA, even in the lineup, like they're like, the estimated points is still like super positive. Like his impact is actually not that big. He's just putting up insane numbers while everyone else is also putting up really good numbers. Not to say he's like a fraud himself and he's playing poorly or he's actually secretly playing bad. No, he's playing out of his mind. It's just that when it comes to valuable, it's Jokic. It's always going to be Jokic. Like the Nuggets cannot survive without that man. He's so good, in fact, that there was a meme that an Auburn center was doing his vertical jump at a NBA thing, and he had a 23.5-inch vertical. And people were laughing because apparently, like, one of the largest football players in college, a Florida lineman, he's like 440 pounds, and he got a 24-inch. So he's a higher vertical than a potentially professional basketball player based on draft. And then I was like, okay, yeah, everyone's making fun of that guy, but then I Googled it. Nikola Jokic, has a 17-inch vertical, which is, to this day, apparently, the lowest vertical jump that has ever been recorded by this one, like, professional measurement, like, company that they use for the combines. But the thing is, he's Jokic, so it doesn't really matter if he doesn't have a good vertical, because he's massive, super strong, and an insanely good shooter and passer. So it's like, who really cares if he doesn't have a vertical? He's not going to be beaten to many rebounds anyway. I always misread that. Oh. No spawn? Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, that boost has to be spawning. Sniper, you gotta jump. He was too late on that. Granted that Coco should not have been lobbing that. He's so far away that you're lobbing it to the only guy who can hit that. That's something you either gotta catch and flick, or you just take a 50, or you clear it a little bit lighter towards the side wall, so at least it's not easier enough to hit. Nice, cool. Slaughter. Slaughter! Here, it's staying with a 57-month resub. Welcome back in. Putting up all-star numbers there. Nice, not there. Yeah, I was like, Coco's got everything on the backboard. Nightmare doesn't have any shot to deal with, so we're fine. Whoa, Kyle, the 2501 to get us to a pantsless stream, chat. Crazy. Thank you so much, Kyle, for the donation. Nice, sniper. Whoa. That's still gonna be up. Okay, never mind. There we go. Me and Nightbear, I think we have a 100% win streak with each other so far. Alright guys, we must lose the pants now. My... Ah! No pants. Playing with everything in the wind. Not exactly. We are still wearing underwear. I came just in time. Whoa, phrasing. The toggle, the shirt on and off is now 125. Shirt back, and then after that, the shirt back off at 150. And as I said, if we get another 25, we'll go another 30 minutes. So we'll go until around 9:15. I think my girlfriend's out and about though, so I do kind of want to curtail stream not too late. How much to lose undies? I don't even want to speculate on that. It'll be real awkward if she walks back in and I'm just fully new to the computer. Kyle with another 25. All right, well, 1 second in my shirt then. Toggle it on and off. Oh, had to throw it across the room there. Watching Rocket League horse racing. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and unfortunately, we're going to just be we're up to 130 for the goal. Pants a split with a shirt gonna confuse a girl just as much. I mean, maybe. She knows what's up though. Thank you, Kyle, again. Missed the excitement I've played in a few months. Hey, Julian. No time to get back in, like a couple months from now when they announce UE5. Coco! How would UE5 change the actual gameplay, though? Like for competitive grinders? Honestly, it would just make new modes a lot better. I don't think, honestly, it would change much for the competitive scene. I think it would just make the game look better. And more importantly, it would bring in new viewers for content, because if people get brought back into seeing like, oh, what's the new game like, and it does play a little different. I think for competitive grinders, if the engine does feel slightly different, that's the adjustment period, which is why I was laughing when people were like, oh, they're gonna announce UE5 at Major. I'm like, first of all, if they announced it, it would be like a teaser, if anything, because there's no way they're actually releasing a new engine. But people were like, no, they're gonna announce it as a new update. It's a part of the new update. I'm like, first of all, if it was a new update, we'd be installing basically a brand new game. Like, let's be real. Nice demo, the only guy who's gonna save that. Sandralicious says send toe pics. I'm saying $10 minimum. That's a read. I don't like how that works. That shouldn't have worked. I should have rotated back. My kids broke my system and I'm waiting for a new house for my gaming room. Oh man, I'm sorry that your kids. Does liking get you anything? No, but it does help my stream in the algo. Shows that people are engaging with the content and they enjoy what they're looking at. Got a new channel, it's Rocket League channel. Congrats, anime. Best luck on that. Every like equals $1 gazillion. That'd be crazy if likes got you actual money, though. I was gonna sound like that was actually an incredibly unfortunate bounce. My dream is to be like you. Aim higher. They can make the stadiums feel more alive, make the stadium feel bigger. I just want them to like be able to add new stuff, because one thing that I remember they talked about was making foliage in the game is very difficult because the engine for some reason does not handle leaves super well. So they have to kind of do like these like visual cheats to make any map with trees. Which is, I think, part of the reason why Driftwoods doesn't actually have, oh my god, doesn't actually have it like trees up close. They're kind of like a little farther away, because I think if you zoom in a little too much, you're like, oh, that doesn't look that good. So I remember someone asked them like, why don't we have like a jungle map? And they just straight up said like, honestly, it's just because it's too hard to animate that stuff. Like it really is just difficult for the engine to process it. So hopefully with UE5, with like nanite and everything, they can just put up really high res textures, interesting like animations and like things from their engine, and then just kind of pair it together and slowly build a whole system together to make like really interesting maps. Oh, Styles, you just wasted your time. Easy go. Oh my god! Coco, you are like a pixel away. Not the first time he's had an open net he's missed, unfortunately. Coco! Nice, okay, cool. I was about to say, I'm like, man, I almost had a crazy redirect right there. I'm not sure if that was gonna get saved. Let me check. No, I was probably gonna spike it over. I keep dropping frames. Oh, okay, well, that's fine, Coco. Very rarely miss an open goal. That's the skill. Nice pass. Called in $50.01. Yeah, he did. He'll have done it even more than that. Dude, Coco's frames could not be any worse lately. That's crazy. We go for that unnecessarily, and then Bot B has just enough boost to demo me. Oh my goodness. That's really not good. That was up! How was that OT? I can bump him. The only way they score is by plowing through and getting a lead blocker. That's the one thing I keep noticing, and I'm getting nervous about it. It's at a certain point, it's going to be a slot shot that's like super slow, and I'm going to have to slow down for it, and that's going to be the end of it. All right, I'm alone on that one. Pinch. Styles. Touch. It's anime on a new channel. Okay. Anime, I hope you're not self-promoing right now. Damn, I was hoping to bait him a little bit. Hey, yo, plowing? A little bit. Yuri needs to come back. Yuri's doing the Lord's work in better streamers' channels. Ah, man. What was that? That was a triple commit into somehow still a save? Coco, I was hoping you'd kind of chill middle. Up against TOS? I don't think that was ever against TOS. Ah, man. I like this deal. I don't know what deal you're referring to. Ooh, I don't know if I 100% had that save. That's gonna be a really nice bounce. Someone. Ah. Dude, I told you, that's how we're gonna lose. It's all gonna be demos. It's literally the only way they can score on us. Oh. 5:25, Taco loses in closed stream. I think I owe you guys until at least 15. Yeah, I have another 20 minutes. I really need us to stop trying to be heroes. Like, we keep like diving in on stuff like that. Like on stuff like that, unless you have like a really, I hate that you jumped inside on that. Hey Jax, fun fact, you're about to get dunked by me? Never mind, he hit it way forward. I thought he would try something a bit more artful. Well, problem is we wouldn't even be in the situation if Coco had internet. He said, unfortunately, he keeps dropping his frames or something. Or his GPU, something's going on. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Went to the higher chip. That's a bold challenge. By bold, I mean very bad challenge by Sandra. Let's just whatever that was. Catch. Okay, it's fine. Take time. Take time. Ooh. I'm just gotta avoid that bump. He says as he gets bumped. I'm not sure if I get back to that. He missed. Okay. Man, that was not supposed to bounce on port. Dude, these people dive in on the weirdest angles. Not to say weird, I'm just like, it's weird that you're just 100% giving me the outside. How much boost do you have? You did not grab that corner, did you? Coco! Redemption! Redemption! Let's go! Oh my goodness, I was like, okay, there's no one in the middle. I know that for a fact. Please, someone finish this. Oof. Everyone's banned. What that banned is that necessarily what will happen? Hey, Caesar, fun fact, if your bit is that you're gonna sign into your new account and then joke about how you would say everyone should sub to your new channel, that is still self-promotion. Also 10 shots, no one noticed that. Yeah, with 10% shooting, you know, that casual game. 3 seconds off, that's actually a wild estimate. You were only 3 seconds off. That was a scoop. Hey, Nick, good night. Yeah, we'll do 2 more games, chat, and then I gotta go eat, and more importantly, make sure my girlfriend eats, because she's not good at doing that. TOG, Mungie. How you been? It's breezy, not the real breezy. Bringing him Rocket League bit by bit. Good. Oh, we have HM 150. This might be actually the end of the last game, chat. Because if I lose due to a guy who's been smurfed up to 1800, I'm not going to be a happy camper there. Ugh. 10 gifty, you get a back wall cross map air dribble. Nope, we're not doing that. Buddy, I'm playing ranked at like GC3. No shot, we're pulling that off. Oh, didn't think that would happen. Hello? Good 50. Unfortunately, that's not it. It's good. A little too close. No, I'm not a huge fan of that. Bonk? No? No bonk? He did it! Let's go. I was honestly really scared he would start coming into the corner. I was like, no, please just stay there. I can get it middle. You just have to back off. You made the breezy flick with the Y? Okay. It's fine. No, why are you backwards? It's too much time. Yeah, I was like, at the very least, I'm gonna get a demo on that. Not the best pass. I probably could have just left that. I just wanted a double. Nice, Noah. Let's go. That's a hard angle, too. Went from Diamond 3 to Champ 2 so far this season. Just having problems to air control my car. That's kind of the hardest part about those ranks, is trying to get better at that. Don't worry too much. Oh. That's cool. Oh, never mind. It's too high. LMAO. Sorry, no, too far. Can we do it, chat? Can we break the streak of every game being a loss with HM? All right, let's go. We did it! Oh my god, chat. We are now 1 in 10 with HM. Oh my goodness. All right, final game actually of the stream now. So pretty good progression because everyone's stuck in Diamond 3 for 2 seasons. That, I mean, yeah, that's what you gotta focus on. Hey, Ahmad. I just got here play it more. Sorry, we got to make sure we're eating dinner. More important than my girlfriend eats dinner because she's bad at feeding herself. She's studying in the other room right now, I think. Sucks I arrived at the end of stream. When's next stream? Probably tomorrow. It's all about the teammates. Usually it is. Studying for? Med school stuff. Coming up near the end of that journey. Gotta pass just a couple more tests. Staying out for tomorrow. Ain't doing nothing besides Rocket League. Good to hear, TOG. Yeah, we'll be seeing. All right, guys. Final game of the night. Let's end it with a dub. Get back to a decent MMR. Teammates just usually stealing boosts. That's how teammates be. That's shame. Viewership is doing pretty well on YouTube, but yeah, we gotta eat. Oh, it's Melt. I like this guy. I would go if not for my teammate on the far side, literally just going left to right. Too fast. Thank you for the raid. Also, salute emoji for moving on from Ball State. Program did great under your tutelage. Hopefully, whatever you have planned next will go just as well. I'm not sure where you're exactly moving on. Going to engineering. Utilizing your degree. Yeah, unfortunately, Too Fast Chat, we are getting off after this one, so impeccable timing on the raid. But yeah, if anyone's new, I'm Dana Taco, full-time caster commentator, especially in the collegiate side of Rocket League. Typically GC3 or SSL in threes. So we're just trying to get back to that right now. But typically we're commentator. We out here. We drop follow if you're new. Enjoy content similar to Kyle. With just less skill. Oh, yellow. You got it. Boop. Yeah. Didn't know that would be as isolated. Nice. Nice shot. Nice shot. Oh. That's one of those hits that, like, as soon as it left his car, I'm like, that's flawless. That's such a good hit. That's not an easy angle, too. Let's get that over the goalie. Sheesh. What's the job you got? I'm working in basically what's equivalent to tech sales. One of my YouTube chatters heard me complaining that I could not find a job right now. And I was like, yeah, I'm considering getting into more sales jobs. I'm applying to those. And he works in tech sales in this company. And he's like, hey, we might be thinking about expanding to Texas. Like, that's something that was brought up once and then, like, never again. So I'm going to hit up my CEO and ask him about you. And one thing led to another. I sent in a resume to him. I sat down with an interview with them and some other executives. And after 3 rounds of it, they were like, yeah, so welcome aboard. You start end of May. It's like, so May 27th is my first day. Yeah, so it's a job that I just have to get through 3 months of probationary stuff, taking a lot of trainings and certifications. And if I pass all that, my salary doubles, and then we're starting to cook, you know? They're blessed. Honestly, I feel blessed for getting such a cool job. This is a job that I'm, like, actually very excited about, because not only, like, you know, can balance out the budget a little bit again, but more importantly, it's a job that has really good culture to it. It's also not like a cold calling sales job, so I'm not going to be just dialing every number in the phone book, you know? And being like, hey, do you need service? Do you need service? Hey, do you need this? Do you need this? It's like they already have, like, clients. I'm just about, like, maintenance and making sure, like, I maintain those connections, maybe upselling, cross-selling stuff. Gonna keep streaming. I'm definitely gonna keep streaming and definitely casting. It'll definitely affect how much I can do, because obviously, like, it's a salaried gig, and my boss has been like, so we're basically just gonna need you to, like, keep up your KPIs, or, you know, just as long as you're getting your stuff done, I don't really care how much you work is kind of the vibe. But at the same time, he's like, you are gonna have to put in a decent amount of hours, and I'm gonna have a lot of training, so apparently my days are gonna be pretty busy in the beginning. And I was recommended definitely, even if to definitely stay active and always find something to do, especially in the beginning, because since I'm on probation, they don't have to hire me. They don't have to keep me around. So, like, definitely for the first, like, 3, 4, 5 months, you should definitely be on best behavior. So yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming at all during the day or doing anything. They are pretty chill though, because I signed a contract for a gig with Play Versus. That's a little bit of a leak, but I'm casting some stuff in June for them. And I was like, hey, this gig is actually during work hours. Is it okay if I do this? And they're just like, oh, put it in your calendar. I don't care. Yeah. You'll do work around the other hours. You'll make up for it. So it's fine. So I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'm not leaving Rocket League. Even if I was making a lot of money, I would never actually leave Rocket League. I would still stream when I had the energy and the interest, and I would definitely still cast for as much as I could. Because I mean, it's just bonus money, you know? I'm not quite making FU money in the Rocket League or in the sales space. But even if I was making 6 figures, I wouldn't give up on everything else, you know? I'm back. How's it going? It's going well, Philip. Despite the fact that this is our last game. Just trying to close out on a dub. Resetting the ceiling? Nope. I changed my mind last second and I realized I did not have the angle for that. It's coming at me. Yeah, I'm excited. What are you gonna be up to? I don't want to keep you around. Oh well. I didn't think you just clear it. 10 girls or 1 hydrogen bomb? Give me the bomb. I'll parry that. This game has suddenly become throwable, chat. Yeah, I was like, I don't think he has that read. It's fine. That scared me. Teammate didn't jump for that, so I was like, did he DC? Nice catch, wow. Why are we doing this? I just want the dub, please. Thank you. All right, GG's everybody. Much love. I will toss a raid in Twitch because I can't just end that because that's cruel. But we are 1 MMR off 1800, which is a little lame, but we're back. We went positive today. That's good. I think we got edged out a little bit yesterday. I think we ended up like 1750, so that's plus 50 on the day. I'll take that. Anyway, peace out. Much love, guys. Stay safe on YouTube. Sub if you're new, and I gotta go feed my household.